Row number 10, the 116 Bob Breeden and 13 of Graham McKay. The 7 of Dave Eckler, the 15 of Ray Slider, the 16 Mark Bright, and the 17 of Josh Slider, and the 117 of Derek Breeden.
Alrighty, off and rolling. Thank you, Fran. That's a lot of cars to get through. Dan Russell in the little orange 88X leads this growling, buzzing pack. Out in front, but he's going to get put back for jumping the start is the word from our race officials. So put a little star there. Billing in the 37 gets hung up on the high side, and he loses ground. Todd Kendrick in the 1. That's that rather large white number 1. Trying to chase down Russell. He's going to get put back, so keep that in mind as you're watching the occurrences out here. Dan Russell in the 88. Dave Russell in the Mod Light configuration. Number 88. Kendrick on the top, a little bit of a stutter start there. Slider in the 71 on the move, and a caution, and a couple of cars spinning in turn number 2. Curran in the 22 is one of them. 37 pickup, so it's a classic. Billy Tripp with the David Chevrolet Chevy HHR Pace vehicle, van, whatever, down in the infield. Green flag in the air. And look at Wally on the inside on the restart. Decided on cold tires to try it. 3 wide as they burst into turn 2. Todd Kendrick in the 1. He breaks out of there, but a great start to Billing, but all of a sudden he gets bogged down with Klager getting involved with Johnson. Klager in the 1, Johnson in the 63 out of Versailles, New York. Doing a little bumping and banging up there in turn number 3. Dave Russell in the 88 trying to get something going, working side by side there with Klager in the 1. Up front, it's Kendrick. He looks strong in the heat. Slider in the 71. Russell in the 88. They've got a little side-by-side thing happening there in turn 2. Good battle there for second and third. Adam Leslie in the 15. Strong run going here. Wally Billing in the 37. Justin Sharp in the G4s. Keep your eyes on that machine. Couple of cars. Brighton in the 6T. And Jordan Curran in the 25 did a little bit of do-si-do back here. Curran has broke something or may have broken something in the contact. Kendrick continues to lead the way. These small, mighty, but very quick motorcycle-propelled dwarf cars. Putting on a show. Kendrick again. In turn 4, using that wide broadcast. Slider up to second in the 71. He's got a fabulous run happening. Lap counter back and operating now with the dwarf cars on the berm between turns 3 and 4. Johnson got some problems. Look, he's got a right front sneaker has gone flat on the 63. That'll require a visit to the pits, and there he goes. Halfway coming up, 10 on the counter, 10 more to go, and it's still the T1 of Todd Kendrick out of London, Ontario. The strongest run he has had this weekend, this season, I should say. Kendrick came into the points, not necessarily out of the picture by any means, in 8th. He's inside the top 10. 63, Johnson, black flag for that right front sneaker. Wow, Kendrick almost got involved with a back marker, turn 4, and a problem. Steel in trouble up there. Alrighty, as the wrecker moves the steel wounded machine out of the way, we've got a green in the air, and Barry Davidson turns him loose. Can the Slider 71 chase down the Kendrick T1? Sean Slider. But right now, Paul Klager is on the move. Started well back in the guts of the pack, and now getting ready to out-hustle Dan Russell in the 88X, who had a good run going, but he's about to get gobbled up here by Klager. But Russell shuts the door. Mark Brighton in the 6T has got problems down along the guardrail in 3 and 4. The leaders snake around him going to the high side. Slider going to try the line, but Kendrick is on a rail out here and a rocket ship to boot. Keep your eyes on that Russell in the 88, Klager in the 1. And the G4s of Justin Sharp. That is an interesting knot of cars as they make their way out of 4. One of the Breeden cars or vehicles moving into the pits. Kendrick out of 4, getting down towards the bottom, just a handful, 5 more to go. Sean Slider in the 71. Klager up to 3rd. He's overhauled a few folks, but look who he's got in the back mirror. The 48 of defending champion Wayne Robbins, never too far from the front, never too far from the mix. He's always going to be heard from at the end. 4 more to go. 4 fingers in the air. Kendrick making his way around back markers, the Brighton 6T. The London, Ontario pilot has got it on a string. Sean Slider now the Breeden 116. That's Bob Breeden out of the Falls, trying to stay out of the way of the leaders. Here they come. Kendrick to the outside. He's got Slider back there, and Kendrick knows that. Now Slider gets held up. Ducks to the low side to get around the Breeden 116, trying to chase things down.
Kendrick, just second year of racing.
Second year of racing for Todd Kendrick out of the city of London, Ontario. Down to the bottom. 2 more to go. Double flag warning in the air from Barry Davidson. Slider, I don't think has got anything for Kendrick right now. As a matter of fact, he backs off in the attack. Half a straightaway lead. Is the white flag coming out? Here it comes, and there it is. One more time around for Kendrick. Slider 2nd. Paul Klager 3rd. I don't know whether Wayne Robbins is going to try anything here. You've got Breeden staying to the high side. Has not been decided. White flag. Watch it. Feature win number 1 for Todd Kendrick is going to happen just like this. Checkered flag in the air for the London, Ontario pilot. Just his sophomore campaign in the sport, and he pulls down a feature win. So he goes to the scales right away, and a brilliant piece of driving there for the T1 of Todd Kendrick out of London. Always a thrill, Clinton Jeffrey, to get your first feature win.
2-hour drive.
Exactly.
To come race these little machines.
Syracuse.
So heads up, guys. As
Syracuse, too. Some of the U.S. guys from down the thruway. Yeah, they come a long way.
This division has probably got the most distance traveled for our competitors every week, for sure, hands down. You know, we got a couple of the big